better take that off, makes my films a bit better. So I'm headed through to Logan's to review his camera, and whoa, you're still wearing the same clothes as yesterday, you say? Hey, that's because I am, but for me yesterday is still today, because today is the same day that I just did that surströmming video, and I still feel sick.
Wow. See the cars are all slowing down, they're going, oh Jesus Christ.
Have a taste?
No chance, no.
Okay, so me and Logan are going to go through to Dingwall, get some time lapses. Well, I'm going to get time lapses. Logan's going to test out his new camera.
EOS 1300D with the 55-250 STM IS macro 0.85 meter. The thing.
0.85?
Yeah.
Show us yours in.
Oh, wrong way.
Might have to censor that. Anyway, so we're going to go through. I'm going to get some time lapses. Might have a shot of his mad lens, but that's what we're doing today. Okay, so we're at Tesco. Today is the same day I recorded that surströmming video, so my throat's quite hoarse because I was doing a lot of this. Which ones do I want? Oh, they're much less expensive and they're black currant. Who needs Strepsils to be a sponsor? And you've got Tesco B Current Antiseptic Lozenges 24s. Thank you.
What's that?
It's mad. Okay, after dropping the brand name who rhymes with Grepsils a lot, I've went and bought Tesco's own because they're black currant and I like black currant. So we're gonna go back to the car and get some time lapses for you lovely folk on this lovely day. Okay, so this is going to be a mad little lens comparison. So we've got on the camera my 10-18 STM lens from Canon. In my pocket here I've got my 18-55 kit lens, also from Canon. And Logan over here has
55-250, I don't know, STM.
So we're going to start off with the wide angle 18-55, move on, no, the wide angle 10-18, move on to the 18-55, and then move on to the,
beast.
Was it 55-200 or
250?
250!
STM.
So we're going to start off with this. I'm going to zoom in over here. You're going to be my model, Logan. So
I've been asked that before.
just now we're at 10mm, which is very wide in photography and videography, filmography, cinematography, whatever you call that second one, I can never remember. But mainly in photography you'll see that it's a very wide angle to have. We're only about 15 feet away from our subject. That was an amazing skim! And because we used a wide angle lens, we can see most of that. This is ultra wide, but if we start moving up to 18mm, which is more of a normal wide, we can see that it brings our subject a little bit closer, but we're still kind of distanced from him, which is why in photography, and all the rest of it, 18mm is still described as being a wide angle lens. So now you join us with the 18-55mm kit lens. It's got an STM autofocus motor in it, which means it's very quiet and very quick. So here we go, we're going to start zooming in on our subject. So when we zoom in from 18-55mm, we transition from a wide angle lens to a kind of normal angle of lens. As you can see, it kind of brings us much closer to our subject. You can see you can see his face, you can tell his emotion, you can tell how he's feeling, you can tell his, well, you can't tell, but I can see that his shoes are getting soaking because he just stood in the water. So now we're going to move on to the zoom lens, the telephoto zoom lens. So I'm going to ask my subject to stay proper still, and we're going to swap on over. Okay, so now you join us with the 55-250mm lens, which is a telephoto zoom lens, which pretty much means there's our subject. You can just zoom in really far. So if I recenter this frame on his head and tell him not to move, you'll see what I mean. So when I start zooming in on his head, that is a lot of zoom. This is my first time using this lens. You can tell that, tell you what, if I just go down a bit, you can see that it really separates him from the background. You can tell that as I zoom in more and more, it separates our subject more and more from the background. You can get an amazing photo with this. Sorry, this kind of reviews on all to pot because I'm amazed with this lens. That's amazing! Okay, so basically, buy a lens with lots of zoom unless you're doing lots of filming. If you're a nature photographer, get zoom. What do you think? Double thumbs! Me and Logan are back from those mad photos we were taking down the beach there, which I didn't actually tell you about. So, me and Logan were just down the beach taking some photos at the storehouse, which is this place we're at just now, and got major caught in the rain. But in the meantime, we're gonna head back to Logan's house. Okay, drop Logan off. Now you meet me at Robert's. Not seen him in a while. He was in Belgium. Let's ask him how Belgium was. I don't need to knock, he's at my best friend.
Alright.
Hey Robert.
How you getting on?
I'm spliffing. Not spliffing. I'm not spliffing, I'm spiffing.
Perfect.
Spliffing is rude.
Aye, that's a fancy.
How are you doing?
Not too bad. I'm going to have my lunch / breakfast.
He's having lunch / breakfast.
Haven't eaten today.
How was Belgium?
Belgium.
Nice. Okay, me and Robert are gonna go head to something sweet, which is the best sweet and confectionery shop in Alness, and probably a much bigger place because it's really good.
The saddle's wet, by the way.
Mildly moist. Here we go. Have you been watching the Grand Tour?
I've not seen the one that came out today.
Oh, it's good. Right, here we go. Oh, my balls.
It's feels stand up. It feels weird.
Ah, yeah. It's like a rose bike. It's like topsy-turvy.
Yeah.
Oh, ready? I'll come and do a mad skid with the back wheel. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow for another episode of Saul tries to do a mad skid on a bicycle without a functioning back brake.
Dramatic.
I'll show you a magic trick. Look. I might be here in a while. Might follow through. Oh, that's my Amazon Basics tripod. Look, for those of you that feel how quality that is.
Solid.
Well.
As a rock. Decent.
What do you think of the tripod?
It's like bronze.
It is. I like the colour, which is the main reason to me buying it. But
How much was it?
like £12.
I need one eventually.
You should get one. I'll get you one. I got Prime. Next time you're up, I'll give it to you.
Don't worry, I've got Kerry to use it. I got Kerry's probably make it just pikey.
Okay, let's go to something sweet. See that? My steering wheel just turned all the way around. 180 degrees. Okay, so madly enough, if I
Probably
do
took
this.
a bit more than that.
Madly
You
enough.
turned quite a lot on the way here.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I ruining it all?
No, it's sound. This is good. But what do you call it? Exposition. Okay, so me and Robert are out from something sweet. Well, at least they're not going on fire this time. At least someone yanked it out and it's not on fire. Do you remember that? Do you want to tell that mad story?
When Henry tried to set fire to your car?
When Henry, well, you were here.
Where's Henry?
And then we were outside on a side street down there next to the chippy somewhere. And then Henry's in the back, here. And then Henry says to Robert, Robert, where's that, what did he say, why is your seat smoking? And then I look over and it's like, you know that like sour electrical fire smell. It was that smell. I was like, okay. So I turned off the lights and the smoke stops. I'm like, right, the lights are just like faulty or whatever. And then I think, was it the rest of the way home I kept turning them on to scare you?
Scare Henry, yeah.
Yeah, well, Henry was quite scared in the back. He was quite concerned. Well, I guess because we can get out quite easy. He's got to climb over the seats and stuff. But that's what happened. Oh, what did you get?
John Special.
John Special. So I got strawberry. Robert couldn't decide between strawberry or blue raspberry, so he got both in the one cup.
Good shout out to John.
There you go, John.
Oh, I'm struggling here.
How is it?
It's not bad.
Oh, there you go.
It's okay. I wouldn't throw it over his car. It's not that bad.
Nice.
I think it's going to come out. and it's
I
like-
wouldn't throw it over his car. I like that as your measurement. It's like, well, it's good enough for me not to want to throw it over his car. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going to go back to Robert's and take it from there. We're back at Robert's.
like a waterfall.